In this lesson, we will go through the IELTS report writing, otherwise known as writing task 1. We will also look at identifying correct information as it falls under one of our marking criteria. Finally, at the end of the lesson, we will understand the format of the writing. It is important to provide correct information in the IELTS writing. Therefore, study the line graph given in worksheet 1 and answer the following questions. When you have worked that out, we can go through the questions given to us. What is being measured? The UK unemployment rate is being measured, and it is being measured in percentages. Question number 2. Is there a time element to the information? Yes, there is a time element from May 2003 to July 2006. And finally, are two or more things being compared? No other data is given, so there is no comparisons to be made. Using these information, we can now write the introduction to our writing. Here is an example of how it will look. The introduction is a sentence that explains what the graph or picture describes. Asking the right questions can help us put correct information in the introduction, which is important for our marking criteria. The task achievement checks whether the information provided is correct and how well it is provided in the writing paper, something we will look in more detail in the next lesson. It also checks the use of the right format and if the candidate has written more than the minimum amount required. In terms of the format, we can have a look at the format for the IELTS writing. Normally, an essay will have a format looking like this. However, in the IELTS report writing, there is a slightly different format. Here, the conclusion is moved above and written with the introduction. And instead of the conclusion, it is called an overview. Though the name changes, they are very similar to one another. Both the conclusion and the overview are a summary. The main difference being that the conclusion is the summary of our writing, while the overview is the summary of the diagram or graph before our writing. Coming back to the line graph in worksheet 1, here is a sample paragraph of the graph we have seen. Read through it and then try to complete activity 1.2, matching the bold words to their meanings. After the completion of this activity, we can have a look at the answer keys. Here we see the answers to exercise 1.2.